Hey, Manny, how are you?
I am good. Thank you, Thomas.
Hey, I'm really excited. This is our first podcast.
Me too. We have been waiting for this.
Absolutely. I think we've been in AI for quite some time and we've been entrepreneurs for a long time.
We've been.
And we've been in the front row of AI. We know what's happening every day, every moment
Yes, we
across
do.
all the companies. So we want to use this podcast to talk to people who are in business, who want to get into AI, what is happening every day, what to use, how to use. So we'll talk more about what's happening in the news, as well as we'll show demos and stuff as we grow. And
Of course, we'd love to chat about it.
okay, so I think we have multiple topics. The first thing I want to, being a business, being an investor, you heard of the SaaS-pocalypse, what has happened through Anthropic features?
Of course, a lot of people are saying SaaS is dead. What do
Yeah.
you think?
I think it's going to be a while before SaaS is dead, but definitely there's a potential for a lot of the people to start creating software for their business. I've been in business for a long time, more than 3 decades. So I've been playing with Claude Code and Codex. What I've seen is what you can build with that. You couldn't have done that even last year. So you can build a CRM, you could build your shopping experience, you can build your order management, you will build your inventory management, all these small things which you require for a small business. You can use Claude to build it and it builds it seamlessly.
Definitely. And I mean, I use it, Claude Code, using my Excel files. I'm a heavy Excel user for all my files. I used to manage 36 retail stores, and every store had an Excel sheet, and I used to distribute. And I can't imagine if I had Claude back then, my days of work would have been cut into like hours and hours to minutes.
I've seen you running around the whole day with the multiple spreadsheets and tracking each and every store. You'd have had OpenClaw and agents go do most of your work.
Correct. And I was very excited on the launch of OpenClaw, and then Claude Code with Cowork, and now Perplexity Computer came out too. How about we discuss all three and the pros and cons of each?
Absolutely. So I think I got as everyone, I got excited about OpenClaw, and we have been building in our company something like OpenClaw a long time back called Remote Agent.
We
but,
did.
It was before its time, and
We
were
built our
focused-
own remote agent, and we got the domain name remoteagent.com
yeah.
too.
Yeah. So, but so the
That was
thing
8
is,
months ago,
yeah.
before OpenClaw.
yeah. So one of the things is that when we look at OpenClaw, I think it's good to delegate a lot of task and responsibility. I use it with my Telegram, so I get my daily listings of news I want, a summary I want. I'm looking for some property to buy. I have a listing coming through it, and I give some tasks. Again, I'm still not confident of putting that in my Mac in my environment, so I keep an isolated environment. I'm giving tasks for it. That is what OpenClaw.
So did you install it on your own computer, or you have a dedicated computer?
I have a dedicated computer.
Which one?
I
did
got
you
a
use?
Mac Mini, and,
Mac Mini,
and I'm
okay.
using that, and it's so far so fine. I think I'm kind of it does a lot of the work as a Jarvis, as a personal assistant. It does a lot of work for me.
So let me ask you a question now. If you had installed OpenClaw on your computer, do you think you would have feel safer, or
No, I
you
wouldn't have
don't-
felt safer because I did give it its own email, its own text message, its own phone. So some other stuff it did was like, example, Gmail, hey, kind of delete all my certain messages. It deleted more messages than I was comfortable with. But I was,
Oh, yeah, it's got terminal level access, and
yeah.
it has its own brain, so it can decide to do many things. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's a good idea to keep it on a Mac Mini or something like that.
Yeah, and with that's why I use it for research purposes and stuff which I don't need to do day-to-day activities. But definitely, let's talk about Claude Code. So,
Okay. Yeah, so I use Claude Code mainly in Excel, and I know you use Claude for coding. So I'll give you my experience. Like the other day, I own a resort in Laconia, New Hampshire, and so I have 9 units, and I wanted to build a financial model and ROI based on the current rates and the new market. And usually it would take a lot of research, a lot of Excel sheet, a lot of formulas that I have to design. It would take a week or so to do that. And in Claude Code, I open Excel file, and on the right side top it says Claude. Click on it, and I just write, "Hey, this is what I want to do." And I used Opus 4.6, which is like the best model that Anthropic has put out. What it did was it said, "Hey, Manny, I'm going to research the rates around your area. I will give you the rates that you should have. It fill in the nightly rates for the whole year of 2026. It also gave me the holidays list, and it adjusts the rates by the holidays. And it was done in like less than 5 minutes. And
Wow.
and then I said, okay, why don't you build me a financial model? Like, how would my profitability look like if I'm 40% to 100% fill, and give me range so I can change it. Within few minutes, it says if 40% occupancy, my revenue will be this, 65% will be this. If where my market is, I should be looking at 70%. So it actually gave me the 70% occupancy rate based on where the market where I am in. So if I'm below, I should be getting to 70%. So it knows all that. Not only that, and I said, okay, how about if I give you my expenses? Can you give me my entire projection? It did that.
Wow.
And then I said, okay, let me push it more. I said, how about you give me based on the property values increases, right? And and I said, okay, now put the mortgage and with the property appreciation. Tell me what kind of ROI I'm looking at in 10 years, in 5 years. It built a beautiful financial model. The whole thing was done under an hour.
Wow.
You cannot do any of this without something. And it actually, for example, I'll tell you, when I said, look for the Massachusetts school vacation because that's the biggest time for us in Laconia. It said, okay, Massachusetts school vacation is in April 19th to 23rd, but there's a weekend before and weekend after. I'm going to make that all 10 days as Massachusetts school vacation, or actually all, uh, yeah, 2 days before and 2 days after, whatever, or 7 and 3, 10 days actually. So, and it did that, and it adjusts the rate based on that.
Amazing. So, man, what subscription do you use? Like, someone wants to use what subscription? How much is it per month?
This was free.
Oh, free. You never even go for the free.
I haven't even
You haven't even opened your wallet yet. So
I haven't even opened my wallet yet.
okay, so,
So
that's amazing. So
it
this,
gave me, it gave me warning.
Mm.
Opus, you're using Opus 4.6 is the most expensive model. Do you want to use Sonnet? It's cheaper. I said, let me just use Opus 4.6 to the
maximum.
maximum, and if I run out of my credits, then I'll pay.
Yep.
But I didn't have to pay for this kind of work. I didn't have to pay because I didn't use any coding. The research was done, I think, very limited. And while it was doing it in Excel, it actually created its own. It was actually telling me what it was doing. It created its own Python script.
Mm.
He said, I have created a Python script to do all those calculations. So I think I didn't use much credits.
Okay, very good. So, I think I was also excited about Cloud Code because I've been in the e-commerce order management industry for quite a long time, and what I said, like, let me build the entire experience from shopping cart to shipping to order management to inventory to CRM and for a small business. So I started with Cloud Code, and I was amazed that. It not only built it and gave me recommendations on how to deploy it. I haven't done actual coding in a while, but I started using GitHub. I put my code repository in GitHub. Then it recommended to serve. I was serving locally. I said, how do I want? Because I want others to also start using it. It gave a recommendation to use DigitalOcean and a couple of other options. So like right now, I have a complete automated stuff, but just still what I want. And the best thing is that while driving or while watching movie, I have ideas. I just write it down and just send it to it. It it builds it.
Give me one specific example if you can,
One
and
example.
if you can go
Yeah,
closer to
yeah.
the mic. Yeah.
So one example is like, hey, I want to build a shopping cart and I want to check out with the product. You know,
Okay.
typically you go get Shopify, fantastic. It's a fantastic product. But I do have like 5 items. I want to create a shopping cart and check it out. Okay, so I told him, hey, this is what is my idea. This is what it. So then it came with the entire layout of my business. It came with the image, caption, and what product one, product two, product five. I just had to give input. It automatically created that, and I needed a Stripe integration. It automatically did the Stripe integration.
But
Then
didn't you have to like sign up for Stripe
yes,
before?
yes, it asked
Okay.
for it. Like hey, I had to go get DigitalOcean
Okay.
tokens. It had
So
to
it
go.
walked you through.
Yeah, then I
Perfect.
get me the GitHub token. I put it Stripe integration token. Just put it in there, and it built
And did
it.
you use Opus 4.6 as well?
I just used the base model.
Sonnet.
Sonnet, yeah.
Okay.
I think there. I didn't worry about it. I used I didn't use the CLI. I used the graphical user interface.
Okay.
I find it's okay because I also tried a couple of times using CLI, but it's fine for me. I'm not sitting
Okay.
there the whole time and doing it, so it does it. The thing is that not only okay so now I created a shopping cart. It worked out beautifully. Next is what I want to do. I want to create an order management system to capture the orders.
Mm-hmm.
It built that. Then hey, and I want to email to customers.
Mm-hmm.
So it built that. Hey, I want a small light CRM. It built that.
Mm-hmm.
And I wanted to create a point of sale. A point of sale. It kind of helped build that. Then I want to create a purchase order system. So the thing is that all these small things, it built, it created the tables and deployed. It created a database in the DigitalOcean. So I'm really amazed at what it could do.
Okay. Now let's talk about Perplexity Computer.
Absolutely.
I'll give you my take on it.
Okay.
Claude Code, I also tried it. So I gave access to one limited folder. So it has access to that folder. I can say, look at all these files, look at all these Excel sheets and make me a PowerPoint. So it'll do it. It'll actually do anything only on that limited folder access that I gave. I can also create a project and everything. Perplexity, on the other hand, it totally stay in the cloud. So if you are okay to keep everything in cloud, Perplexity is the way to go. You just say, hey, do this for me and do all the research and get me this result. It'll do it. You can access that. It'll create Excel files for you. It'll create anything, documents for you, but you have to access it online too. It saves it for you. Perplexity, you can't try it out. Perplexity Computer, you have to pay $200. I don't think they have any free model for us to try.
Yeah, I think I played a little bit with the thing, but I think for me, I looked like same thing like remote agent or OpenClaw with multiple things. Finally, the only thing is that they orchestrate across different model. So
Mhm.
like they might use hey, for a specific task, they might use Gemini, they might use Opus 4.6.
Mhm.
Finally, when image comes, they use Nano Banana, and finally give like example, hey,
Correct.
research and give me a slide deck on this stuff. So it might spend hours, sometimes even days to come up with something, and it tries to use the best of all the models and
Yeah.
do it. But again, I don't know what stickiness. Again, it's similar to what the rapper story is. Now they're trying to get all the models across all the models to create some information.
Mhm.
So if I don't know who has the thing to pay $200. If I can build something in Claude, I will do it. So one more thing also I did whatever app I built, then I use the Claude API, and I saw it is more expensive. So that's why I went to open code and start even using some of the Chinese models because these are like not proprietary information.
Mhm.
So I use Kim 2.5. It works beautifully, and you hardly burn any tokens.
Did you install local model?
Local model is the next thing I'm going to try.
Okay.
Right now, I think you need to get a higher couple of M5s to get to work for local model.
Okay.
So
So let's give a. I mean, now this is basically we're talking about agentic AI. So when I gave a task in Excel to Claude, it actually says I'm gonna have while I do the research, while one agent is doing the research of getting the rates, the other agent is building the Python script. So it actually it told me that its multiple agents are working. kind of. And and Perplexity, I heard they have 19 agents working for you simultaneously. So if you give it a task, it's gonna do a wonderful job. But I don't have a need for it right now, so
Yeah.
we didn't do it. So for me, Perplexity is not a need for me. But Claude Code, Cowork, and with the sales skills, and it has actually skills also. Um, Multiple skills that you can have it. That's my winner. That's the winner for me.
Yeah, that's good. So I think I want to end up the session, this specific section, by saying that I think there's a real fear in the SaaS economy, because if I can build, I haven't programmed in a while, all this stuff, and why will someone buy a paid seat for Salesforce or ServiceNow or Monday.com? So there's a real worry about that. So that should really actually that started. Then it went to financial stocks. Then it went to when they released
Yeah, you can have your own Bloomberg,
yeah,
own terminal
terminal,
now.
and then they went to cyber security stocks. So it's, I think every time they
Oh,
release a
talk
feature.
about cybersecurity. Today, Anthropic's Claude actually found multiple security bugs in uh, uh, the one of the browser,
Oh
Firefox,
wow,
which nobody has been able to find.
yeah,
It found 20 bugs in a very short while, which is big.
yeah, it's amazing. So I think
So,
let's move on to our
do you want to talk about Google
Google.
for a little
Absolutely,
bit?
I think Google is. I think Google with Gemini coming a couple of months back, it had all the hype, and a lot of people started switching to Google, and it went down slowly. But I think right, they have a lot of stuff in their kitty. I think what's going to happen is I don't know. You've seen Nano Banana 2?
Yes.
They just released it. It's amazing. It can create 4K visuals
Best thing is fast.
fast. Yeah.
So Nano Banana Pro is slow. It does a great job, but Nano Banana 2 is just like Pro, but 10 times faster.
Yeah. They also have Lyria 3, which generates professional grade music. So I don't know what's going to happen with all the artists who are drawing and musicians, because it's going to be a tough time, because there is so much creativity done by these AI models. It's going to really affect a lot of artistic people.
I know. Well, that's a different topic we can take on some other day. But
Yeah.
let's just talk about the goods of
Yeah.
this for night. So I use what else I use in Google. I use their Notebook LM
Okay.
quite a bit. I put my some documents there and I have them create some slideshow or sometimes I have it create a podcast. You can actually create a videos now using Notebook LM. It's wonderful, and it also has a stream. Google AI Studio has a stream version, which is like sometimes I'm doing stuff on my PC and I get stuck, or even on my phone. So what it does is uh, it actually sees my screen and I tell them I'm stuck. I cannot figure out. For example, if I have Adobe Photoshop open and I want to uh, give a gradient and I don't know how to do it, or want to give a banner which is a swirly, it walks me through. It says, click here, do this, as if somebody's sitting right next to me and walking me through. That's one of the things. Nano Banana we talked about, Notebook LM we talked about. There's another thing I use. They have a marketing brand called Pomali.
Okay.
In Pomali, give a picture of a product, and you just describe I want this product and this is my branding, and it'll actually create a new flyer for you. Or you can say, by the way, this is my website, this is the new product, and now you can check my branding through my website, create a palette for me, and now create a new design for me on based on these products, and it does a fantastic job on doing that too. So it's great. It works great for marketing as well.
Amazing, amazing. So let's move on to a couple other things. I think there's one study from MIT where there's a reality check from MIT Media Lab. So they looked at 54 students writing essays, and it's a big wake up call. Again, my kids and everyone's are using Chat GPT for their daily activities. It's kind of becoming their friend, and they trust that more than their real friends. So it's a challenge. I think they studied the neural activity and they found that people who kind of offload the work to chatbots, you don't retain that information. So when you sit and
Of
write the
course.
essay, it's much more efficient than we type the essay. Now we give it to AI. You don't retain, though you might read it. You don't retain till you
I
write it.
agree. I mean, I agree. That's what happens. I mean, if I used to get awards for best handwriting, and now if you now I can't even read my own handwriting.
Yeah, I think it's a funny story that I used Tesla FSD, and once you started using FSD, you stopped.
Oh yeah, I missed my own
House.
turn for my my own street because I was using FSD and my brain stopped working. I was like, why didn't my car turn? Oh, because I'm not driving my Tesla that day. I was driving my other car.
So I think yeah, coming to our next segment, we have Hollywood meets AI. I don't know, you hear that Ben Affleck had a startup called Interpositive,
Hmm.
and it was acquired by Netflix.
Nice.
That's amazing. So these are also these are to fix real time
Yeah,
production
you were talking
headaches.
about artists and
Yeah,
AI. I mean, like Ben Affleck is ahead of times.
yeah.
He started and he made money out of AI. Uh, so that's one good thing too. So all artists are not losing money. I think embrace AI, whether you are an artist, whether you're a musician, whether whatever you're doing, enhance your skills using AI. It will enhance your skill. No matter what you do, AI will enhance your skills. And if you believe in that, you will be ahead of the curve. You will be successful. Everybody else will be left behind.
So finally, let's talk about our Boston. What's happening in the AI space?
Sure,
I think
that's
there's
our hometown. Why not?
a lot of things are happening in Silicon Valley, but Boston is catching up. So we have the mass coalition, AI coalition, and I think they had a meeting 2 weeks back, was inaugurated by the governor. Sam Altman came via Zoom call to us in WHOOP headquarters, and they are investing around $100 million to get a lot of the companies in Massachusetts AI driven, and they want a lot of companies. All our students who are in MIT as well as Harvard, they go and start the companies in Silicon Valley. If you look at Y Combinator companies, most of at least 10 to 20% of the students are from MIT or Harvard, but they go to Silicon Valley to start the companies. Why not have our companies start here in Boston? So that was a big push.
Hmm.
So we have a couple of good news. We have a company called Code Metal. So they reached unicorn status. They got $125 million. And there's one more company called Osmo. I don't know when the kids were
Osmo, yeah.
Osmo. Yeah, when the kids were little, I used to get those products from Apple Store. So they were physical products instead of using iPad. They could do that. So they got a good amount of funding. So yeah, it's all a lot of cool stuff happening in Massachusetts. So this is our first episode. We will get to more details and more exciting news, what is happening, and we'll show some cool demos, and then we'll have some very good guest speakers also.
Awesome. Well, it's been a great session. So let's end up with some applause. Right.